what kind of influence that has when we get older and when we have low points in our life, how much strength that gave us. And I don't know, have you ever been really sick?
Yeah, I had a heart attack 12 years ago, Conny. So, yeah. Oh. I'm one of the people that has that heart attack.
You are lucky.
It's the only time I've really been sick, but yeah.
And then, do you think that the exercise helped you to get over that mentally, like mentally over that? Okay, I'm telling everybody to have the cell phone off, and my cell phone is on. So that's great. It's just
you know what? There's no question. My doctor told me that because I was in really good shape when I had my heart attack. It actually may have saved my life for sure. I mean, it's hard to say for sure, but absolutely it helped.
Yeah, I can imagine. You were not really sick now, by the Angela is so young. You are 25. So you were not really sick in your life before.
No, I haven't, thank goodness, and hopefully will stay that way.
Yeah, right. And even, I see former boyfriend had an accident, a very, very bad accident, and the doctor said the muscles surrounding his spine, that's why he would be alive. That's how important it is to have good muscles developed. If you are in accidents, they support the whole back, they support the spine, and they make the recovery so much easier. Or when older people, when they never exercise, they get sick and they have to, like after hip replacement, you never exercise. You are standing a lot on your arms. You don't have triceps and biceps. You can hold your own body weight. So it is so important, especially when you get older, to exercise. Whenever something happens, you have the muscle strength to hold your body weight up there and to start to get back into shape. You have the hip replacement, you go to rehab. A lot of people have huge problems because they are overweight and there's no muscle. There's no muscle to hold everything when they start their rehab. They never exercised before. Right. So this is so important. You don't think about that because right now you feel well, you feel fine, everything's perfect. But when you are not prepared, something happens, then you are really done. You're really done. The recovery time is so much longer if you don't work out.
Most people think, when they have surgery or something goes on that they need to just be completely in bed rest.
Exactly.
And it's like just because you had surgery on your ankle doesn't mean that you can't still work upper body.
Absolutely.
Or if you have something, upper body, that you can't work lower body, or at least just maintain your activity level in some way, shape, or form. Because then when you lose it, once you break that routine, it's so much harder to get back and to get started. So if you've got the routine in place, stay with it. And then if you don't, and then something happens, learn and make it part of your everyday life.
Yeah. And after the heart attack, did the doctor tell you what kind of exercises you should do? I don't know, normally heart attack, can you exercise as heavy as before, or you shouldn't go?
That's the only thing they told me not to do because I was a competitive powerlifter. He said, yes, don't do heavy weight and where you're holding your breath. That was really what they were worried about once I had the stents put in. So I do circuits now.
You do circuits?
Well, I do circuits. For cardio, I'll do the treadmill, or just because I hate the bicycle on the stepper, but I do the treadmill. But I do all my weights in circuits now.
Because I don't like the treadmill either. I think it's really dead boring, and I'm walking every 10 seconds. I'm watching the time. So I have the Nordic walking. I do the pole walking 2 to 3 times a week outside, sometimes on the beach, sometimes in the backyard. We have walking classes, and I put some exercise here. So we do lunges while we are walking. We have the pose for the upper body, and we burn a little bit more calories than just a regular walk. And it's so much more exciting to be outside with the fresh air, even in the heat. Okay, we are sweating nicely, you can imagine, in that heat. But you feel so good after the walk with the fresh air. It is so much better than to stand on the cardio machine. I have in my gym also the Cybex and the Preco cardio machines. And I don't want to say they are bad, because a lot of people really love them. But for me, they are just boring. And then they have the TV play part now on it. And I have to tell you that I'm completely against having a TV in the gym. I don't have a TV in my gym because I think you should focus on your body. This 45 minutes, when you are working out, you should completely focus on your health, on what's going on in your body, what you feel, and not on advertising and on films, on whatever. I want your mind being with you while you are working out and your ears are not listening to something else.
I know, I used to be bad about that. I would like pull out my phone,
Everybody's doing that.
start texting someone, upload a picture of myself on Instagram, hey, I'm at the gym, and I'm like, all right, how hard am I really working, right?
That's it. That's
So,
exactly it.
It's,
What difference does that make when you do an abdominal exercise and you really see your abdominals working? You just feel and see it in front of your mind, in front of your inside eye, how they work. The exercise will be a completely different kind of workout when you do it this way.
even if I compare like my calories burned, I use a heart rate monitor. I could be doing, let's say if I'm just like messing around or I'm flipping through the channels on the TV, messing on my iPod, do the same workout, like the same time on the same machine compared to if I was just 100% focused.
Yes.
I can cut my workout in half and burn the same amount of calories. If I just focus on what I'm supposed to be doing, rather than, you know, just messing around.
But how often do we see in the gym that they are watching TV, or they are on the other hand? That's what I see right now, and I already saw twice somebody's falling because they are so into their iPhones and they forgot to step forward. They forgot to step forward, so they are falling backwards.
Right.
So, you know, this sound falling, I love it, you heard it. It's still working when I'm on air. And, but this is the time when you have to focus on yourself and not on
Right.
TV and films and everything. It's just what I believe.
And it's, you know, it's good for, hey, those people are in the gym, and I'm like, you know what, at least you're making it to the gym, it's part of their life, that's great. But then it becomes a problem when they start saying, I can't lose any weight, you know.
Exactly. Oh my God.
My body's not changing, but I'm like, well, put the phone away for a week and let's see, you know. So, but it doesn't matter, you know, if you're in the gym, you're in the gym, that's great, do what you want to do. But if you aren't getting the results and you're doing things you know you shouldn't be doing, maybe it's time to reassess your program.
Absolutely.
That's no different than the workplace. I've got people that sit and work all day and do Facebook that used to work there.
I just want to try to do allow that as the owner of the company. Do you allow that? I wouldn't allow nobody of my employees to be on the internet or on Facebook while they are working. Fine. I am paying somebody. Nobody will be on that time on Facebook. I'm sorry.
No, we have it blocked, but I'm telling you, they find it on their phone, they get it somewhere. So the problem is not a problem just at the gym, obviously, you know.
Yes,
There's no professional athletes try to do a lot of that, but it's everywhere. And I think some of it's just our culture, you know,
I know.
controlled by the internet and the cell phone.
I know. So try to take this break 3-4 times a week when you go to exercise, whatever exercise you do, try to really focus on your body. And honestly, when I walk on the beach, I don't want to even listen to music because the ocean is the music. The ocean is so nice to hear. It's nature's way to calm you down. So when you see a sunrise, who wants to listen to music then? This is so beautiful. This is just so amazing to see that. You don't want to hear music because that's the music. That's your eyes see and hear the music. So, and that's just so beautiful. So try to listen more to nature when you go into a forest. We a lot of times on Sundays you go to forest for a walk. And I see sometimes people, they have the iPad, not the iPad, what is that?
Headphones.
The headphones on, exactly. Ridiculous. Okay. The iPods, and I would never, you don't hear the birds, you don't hear anything of it. That's why you go into the forest. You want to hear, and you want to see, and you want to re-energize yourself. And that's by nature, not by your head thrust there. So that's what I believe in, honestly.
That's what people in Minnesota County, we live in South Florida, so we have plenty to do in the city. If you're doing cardio in Minnesota, you may need your headphones.
Okay, the next topic I wanted to talk about, how important is it to surround yourself with people who have the same or similar thinking. How does your friends look like? How is their thinking, John? I want to start with you. When you think about your wife, former wife, whatever, how is that? What are you surrounding yourself with? What kind of people?
Yeah, my wife's the most in shape person I know, so certainly I'm surrounding myself by somebody in shape. But you know what? I think that's true in everything, man. We surround ourselves with people who have common interests. And, you know, I grew up in South Alabama, and the culture there is fried catfish, drinking beer, and fishing, you know, and hunting. So they surround themselves with more people that like to drink beer, eat fried catfish, and hunt. And the people that I'm around because of Lone Star and because of my interest in fitness are people like you and Angela's and Karina, my wife, and other people that are really into fitness. obviously that helps, we motivate each other.
Exactly, absolutely, absolutely. How's your experience?
Well, mine, I have to say, I'm so thankful to have a very supportive family.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and dad they're both doctors, so they're both very into their own health and fitness.
That's good.
And they are the number one supporters for what I'm doing. I mean, when I have my bad days, I mean, they know it's not always going to be easy, because they also try to take care of their bodies, and they want to live a really, really long and healthy, happy life. So the fact that I have them, because I know a lot of my girlfriends, you know, their families, their husbands, they do not want them to be doing, you know, the